Good afternoon and welcome. It is 3:30. It is the 26th day of October 2021, and I am your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, sports, controversy, speculation, and sarcasm, and silliness. The OGGM. And today's weather report, it's bright and sunny, although the atmospheric river continues to plague much of California. At the moment, the sun is out. The sky is blue, the pumpkins are ready, and I'm wondering, how are you? See what I did there? So today we're taking a look at the half-elf, and from this point on, most of, if not all the races we're going to be seeing, both in the core book and in all the supplements, are going to be half something. Half elf, half dragon, half demon, half vampire, half elemental, half carrot. Uh, Where did these all come from? I mean, we know the core four is based upon the Lord of the Rings. Some of these races have appeared in science fiction and fantasy novels. A lot of them, I think, when you think about it and you realize what it was just at some point in time somebody said, what happens if my character has sex with blank? And then they had to come up with rules for the baby. Oh, well, like half dwarf. So, yeah, half elf. Walk in two worlds, but truly belonging to neither. Half-elves combine what some say are the best qualities of their elf and human parents. So, obviously, assuming that the other parent is human, but what if it's not? Humans' curiosity, inventiveness, and ambition tempted by the refined senses, love of nature, and artistic tastes of the elves. Some half-elves live among humans, set apart by their emotional and physical differences, watching friends and loved ones age while time barely touches them. Others live with the elves, growing restless as they reach adulthood in a timeless elven realm, where their peers continue to live as children. Many half-elves, unable to fit into either society, choose to live a life of solitary wandering, or join with other misfits and outcasts in an adventuring life. So Elrond, strangely enough, from Lord of the Rings, is known as Elrond Half-Elven, so I guess he's a half-elf. Also, when you think about it, Aragorn's kid would have been half-elf, as would have Elrond's sons. If Elrond's half-elven, then his sons would also be half-elven or something thereabout. So, yeah, I guess there were some half-elves, at least in the later end of the Third Age. So we don't really have variants of the half-elf, at least not in the core book. There might be half-elf variants in the later books. So half-elves, your charisma score increases by 2, and 2 other ability scores of your choice increase by 1. That's not bad. Half-elf age doesn't matter because we know they changed the age rules. Same with alignments, though they tend to be chaotic in nature. Half-elves are about the same size as humans, but again, that doesn't matter because they changed the size rules, although generally, all the player character races are now considered medium. Base speed for a half-elf is 30 feet. They have dark vision, 60 feet, as if it were bright, and in darkness, as if it were dim. You can discern color. You can't discern color in darkness, only shades of gray. So superior vision in dark and dim conditions. You can see in dim light within 60 feet of you, as if it were bright light, and in darkness, as if it were dim light. Fey ancestry. You have advantage on saving throw against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. Again, why? Why? Again, just so many arguments that have come up over the years when, like, somebody drank a sleep potion and they're like, "Oh, I'm immune to sleep," and he's like, "It's not magic sleep. It's a poison." Skill of versatility. You gain proficiency in 2 skills of your choice. Nice. And you speak, read, write, Common, and Elvish, and 1 extra language of your choice. Not bad on the bonuses. I'm surprised more people don't play these guys. The +1 and 2 scores of your choice, and the 2 free proficiencies. You could build quite the skill monkey. Yeah, so no variants in these because I guess they're already technically a variant and are already technically optional. Though this says that there's a racial trait in the Forgotten Realms that if the DF allows it, they can forgo skill versatility and take the elf trait Keen Senses, or a trait based on your elf parentage. But why not just keep the proficiency. You take one of the proficiencies in, perception if you want to have the elf senses bonus. Um, yeah, so there we go. Half elves. Yes, and Tanis from the Dragonlance books was half elf. Thank you, D&D Beyond. And after these, we'll go into some of the other races. We've got gnome coming up. We've got half orc. We've got tiefling, dragonborn, and then we've got all the other books to look at if you want to, like the Magic the Gathering books or Tasha's or stuff. So if that's something you want to see, let me know. If you want me to end this and not talk about this stuff anymore, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs by the, I don't know, end of next year. Till next time, I am your #1 guide to all the tabletop role-playing game nonsense that is known as the OGGM, and in Oz today, the weather calls for firestorms, so if you're made out of straw, you might want to stay inside. Weather.